What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing 2021 NCAA March Madness Tournament bracket. This is the latest bracket from Joe Lunardi. Obviously, tournament starts in a couple of weeks. It's almost time for the conference tournament. I finally got it where I have my own bracket now. So let's get into it. This is the most updated, most recent bracket just from yesterday. So let's get right into it. Gonzaga versus the winner of Prairie View A&M and NC A&T. I think it's pretty fair to say the winner of that game will most likely be Gonzaga, and that's why I'm going to go with them there. So Loyola Chicago along with UConn. I gotta be honest, I'm not too high on either of these teams. I know I put Loyola Chicago in my rankings, but really I'm not sure about it. I think I will end up going Loyola Chicago at the end of the day, just because they seem to be able to win in March. I don't know what it is, but they seem to be able to do that, so I'll go with them there. Florida State versus Boise State and Xavier. I think the winner of that game will be Xavier, and I think Florida State will be able to beat both these teams, but Xavier, I think, does not match up well against this veteran Florida State team, so there's that. Purdue, excuse me, hang on a second. Let me get all the bracket. Okay. Purdue and Santa Barbara. I haven't been too high on Purdue this year, but they are in a far better conference. They've been tested pretty much all year. I think they'll be able to win this one right there. Tennessee and VCU. I like Tennessee's defense. I don't know if they're going to be able to score enough points to make it far in this tournament. I do think they'll be able to win the first round matchup, however. I want to go with them there. Sorry, this is a lot of chalk so far. It won't be like that throughout the whole thing, trust me. Texas and Georgia State. I think I'm going to go with Texas. Even with the issues that they're having in their program right now, I think the overall talent is just going to be enough for them to pick up the W there. Wisconsin, UCLA. First of all, I'm tired of seeing Wisconsin in ranking videos. Like, what in the world is that? And second of all, UCLA, not a very great Pac-12 conference at all this year. But I don't know, man. I gotta go Wisconsin. They've just been more battle tested, so I'm gonna go with them there. Ohio State and Southern Utah to finish out this quadrant one of the bracket. I'm gonna go with, of course, Ohio State to pull out the W there. All right, let's go down to the fourth quadrant, I should say. The West and Illinois versus the winner of Nicholls State and Hartford. I'm gonna go with Illinois being able to pull out the victory there. LSU and North Carolina is pretty interesting. I think North Carolina really is a good team. If you saw my ACC tournament predictions, first of all, go check those out. But I don't want to spoil it, but I think North Carolina will do fairly well in that. LSU, not too high on them at all. If North Carolina plays to the best of their capabilities, there's no doubt in my mind that they can win this game. But so I will give them the victory here. Creighton and Colorado State or Drake. Creighton, man, this could be upside down for sure. Colorado State and Drake are both pretty good this year, and either way, I think either of these teams is gonna surpass Creighton, just because the whole coaching situation and everything. I don't think that's a good matchup for Creighton right now, so I'm gonna go the upset there. Oklahoma State and UNCG. I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State. Cade Cunningham and that whole crew, man, they are a very, very good basketball team and cannot be underrated, or you're going to get beaten if you look past an Oklahoma State team in this tournament. USC and Michigan State. Michigan State has been beating all the good teams this year, and they really have. And overall, I think Michigan State is a more talented team. But USC, man, they have Evan Mobley. That could be the difference here. So I think I am going to go with USC, although Michigan could upset them there. West Virginia and Colgate. I think West Virginia is fantastic. They're a very good team in my eyes. They're definitely going to move on in this matchup. BYU and Rutgers. I'm going to go with Rutgers just because they're more battle tested and overall more talented team than BYU. Alabama and Cleveland State. I'm going to go with Alabama here. All right, so that's the Western Quadrant. Now let's go up to the South. Talk about these teams in the South here. Starting off, we got Baylor and Northeastern. Northeastern just faced Carolina a couple weeks ago, but obviously they will not have a chance against Baylor more than likely, so I will go with them there. Missouri and St. Bonaventure. Missouri has been kind of falling off of late, but I'm not high on St. Bonaventure at all, really, so I'm going to go Missouri to move on there. Texas Tech and Winthrop, man, oh man, I want to go Winthrop so badly. If Winthrop was paired up with Missouri, I'm picking Winthrop. If they're paired up against Virginia, I'm picking them. But I just don't think they can beat Texas Tech, man. That's a very tough draw for Winthrop. I think they could win quite a few matchups, upset quite a few teams in here, but I don't think Texas Tech is that team, unfortunately. Virginia and Western Kentucky, my goodness, Western Kentucky could definitely pull out this win. I don't think they are. I'm going to go with Virginia, but Western Kentucky and Charles Bassey, they could win that game. Oklahoma and Georgia Tech, I'm actually going to go with the upset here at Georgia Tech. I know Oklahoma is way more battle-tested than them, but Oklahoma's been falling off, and Georgia Tech has been playing a hot basketball as of late. They've been on fire, and heading into the ACC tournament, like I said earlier, check out that video. Watch out for Georgia Tech as well. All right, Villanova and South Dakota State. I will go Villanova here to move on. San Diego State and Louisville. This is a tough one. I think San Diego State really is a good team. If you saw my rankings video, they're very high in the rankings, probably way higher than they should be. I don't think they're a top, whatever I put them, like top 20 team in the nation by any means, but they are a good team. I think they will end up beating Louisville. I really do. Iowa and Grand Canyon. I think I will pull up the victory there. Now going to the Midwest. Final games in the round of 64. Michigan and Siena. I'm going to go Michigan there. Virginia Tech and Florida. Virginia Tech has had all these pauses and all these like just stoppages and not being able to practice in the program. So that's going to be really tough for them. So that's why I'm going to go with Florida. Although I don't think Florida would be able to beat many other teams in this tournament. Colorado and Toledo. I am going to go Colorado. Kansas and Liberty. I'm going to go Kansas, although Liberty is pretty good. Oregon and Wichita State. Okay, so as you guys might know, I think Wichita State is higher than Houston in the A10 standing. I really like this Wichita State team. Not high on any team in the Pac-12 really this year. I think I'm going to actually end up going Wichita State, pulling off the 11-6 upset there. Arkansas and Morehead State, I'm going to go with the Razorbacks. Clemson, Maryland. I like Clemson's defense a lot more than I like anything Maryland is doing right now, so I'm going to go with Clemson. Houston and Bryant, I'm going to go with Houston to advance there. All right, to the round of 32. Let's scroll back over to this and go to the top left of the bracket here. Here we go. Gonzaga and Loyola Chicago. I don't think this is a Loyola Chicago team that can make a run like they did a few years ago, unfortunately, but they'll give Gonzaga the best they have. Florida State and Purdue. Florida State has been, I don't want to say they've been falling off of late, but they've not been playing their best brand of basketball. I still think 4 for Purdue is overseeded in my opinion. I'm going to go Florida State just to have yet another Gonzaga-Florida State matchup, which is kind of going to be crazy. But anyways, all right. Tennessee and Texas. I want to go Texas, although they have, all those getting along issues type things. I don't know why there's a line through this now, but Wisconsin, Ohio State. I'm going to go Ohio State for sure here. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Go down here to the west, Illinois versus North Carolina. I do think Illinois will end up winning that game. Although North Carolina is capable, you can't trust that they're going to have an amazing night every single night, so I'll go with them there. Oklahoma State will be the winner of Colorado State and Drake to move on there. USC versus West Virginia. West Virginia will be able to beat USC. And Rutgers versus Alabama, I'm going to go Alabama. Although if Rutgers can stop that three-point shooting, they could possibly win that. But I don't think they'll be able to stop it enough, and Alabama will win the game. All right, let's go up here back to the south. Baylor versus Missouri. I'm gonna go Baylor. Texas Tech, Virginia. Gonna go Texas Tech. I'd like the team way more than Virginia. Virginia, I had them barely winning in the first round, so yeah, definitely Texas Tech here. Georgia Tech and Villanova. Very, very interesting. The 11 seed Georgia Tech versus the 3 seed Villanova. I am going to go with the upset pick. Oh gosh, I did not mean to do that. Hang on. Gonna go with the upset pick here, and I'm gonna take Georgia Tech to surpass Villanova and win that game. Believe it or not, I really do believe it can happen. Georgia Tech has been playing fantastic of late. Jose Alvarado and Moses Wright on the same team. They're just doing great things out there. Along with the rest of the team, they're all playing very good right now. So Georgia Tech, I do think, will advance. And I think Iowa will be able to beat San Diego State. All right, down here to the Midwest. Let's get it over here. Michigan versus Florida. I think Michigan will win that game. Goodness, what am I doing? Excuse me. There we go. Colorado and Kansas. I'm going to go Kansas. Much more battle tested and more talent in my opinion. Wichita State and Arkansas. Interesting. Man, I want Wichita State. I'm sorry, you guys may disagree. I like the Arkansas team as well, but I don't think they have. I don't think they're ready for it. I don't think they're ready for it. Wichita State is very good. I think they're going to win that game. And then I think Houston will beat Clemson. So, conference matchup here in the Sweet 16 for these two teams. That'll be interesting. Let's go back up to the East, though, to make sure we are correctly over here. All right. Gonzaga, Florida State. Another one of those matchups. So I do think Gonzaga is the better team this time. I don't expect any upsets to occur there. Texas and Ohio State. Ohio State, I think, will be winning over there. Pretty chalk in the East bracket, but. All right, in the West, Illinois, Oklahoma State. Watch out for the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Man, this could be a good one. I do, at the end of the day, think Illinois will surpass Oklahoma State. But Oklahoma State, that's very good. Very, very good. West Virginia and Alabama. I'm going to go with West Virginia to be able to stop the Alabama three-point shooting enough to win that game. I've been saying it for a while. I think that West Virginia team is a Final Four caliber team. Baylor and Texas Tech. I think Baylor will be able to squeeze that one out. Georgia Tech and Iowa. I think Georgia Tech's kind of run ins here against Iowa. The Hawkeyes have been so much more battle tested, and I'll be ready for that matchup for sure. Now let's go down to the Midwest. Michigan and Kansas. I'm going to go with the Michigan Wolverines winning that. And Wichita State. I'm calling it. I'm going to get the upset. Wichita State, as the 11 team, comes out and advances their way to the Elite 8. I like the team a lot. And I think in a conference matchup, like, anything could go down there. And I think Wichita State really could beat Houston, although Houston is a good team. All right, now let's go up here to decide who's going to the Final Four. We got Gonzaga. We got Ohio State. Man. Ohio State, they haven't won a game in a while, man. So I gotta go Gonzaga to advance here to the Final Four. Let's go down here to this side of the bracket. Illinois and West Virginia. This could also be a very close one. Illinois is playing very good. They're playing very, very good. I don't think they're going to be able to stop West Virginia. I'm going to go West Virginia here. I'm going to go with a 3-1 upset there and put West Virginia in the Final Four. All right. South bracket, Baylor and Iowa. I think Baylor is the better team. Although if Iowa can get hot from the three-point line, they could definitely win that game. Over here, we have Michigan and Wichita State. I think Wichita State's run does come to an end there, and Michigan advances to the Final Four. So, right here, we got West Virginia, Michigan, Gonzaga, and Baylor. Sorry, it's kind of not the most exciting thing in the world, but I really do think it's what's going to happen as of right now. So, Gonzaga, West Virginia. I'm going with West Virginia. I'm sorry. Gotta do it. I have to do it. I'm going with West Virginia to beat Gonzaga and advance to the national championship game. I just think Gonzaga hasn't been tested enough of late to be ready for this game. They could lose to Ohio State even as well. I don't think of late they are going to be ready for it, and I really do like this West Virginia team. All right, Baylor and Michigan. Baylor and Michigan, definitely two of the top teams in the nation right now. Michigan did just lose to Michigan State. Baylor, I mean, they haven't looked as great as they were earlier in the year. But at the end of the day, I'm going to go with Baylor to win over Virginia. Just barely, man. All right, number 1 seed Baylor versus number 3 seed West Virginia in the national championship game. So what do I think is going to happen? I think, well, I did not mean to put West Virginia there yet, but I am going to end up putting Baylor, yes, Baylor as the national champions. I might have thought I was going to go West Virginia there, but the previous meeting did go in Baylor's favor on the road, so I think they're going to win this matchup. So guys, that's my bracket for right now. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.